Now just recently I uploaded a video on how to replace a rear catalytic converter, and this is how I ended that film. Now this car is due for an inspection, so I'm going to leave it on the jack stands so I can check the brakes and so forth, but let's just start the vehicle and make sure everything is in good shape. Now once I wrapped up the inspection, I lowered the vehicle, gave it a quick start, and the entire vehicle just rumbled and vibrated, almost like, imagine a grizzly bear trying to claw its way out from underneath the vehicle. So loud. And this is what I found. So here we have the catalytic converter. Unfortunately, I did have to remove it. And check this out. Now looking at the diameter of the pipe, we're at roughly 7.5 inches. So here we are with the factory pipe, and the diameter is 6 5/16 of an inch. Very, very large difference. So the end of this pipe is too large by 1 3/16 of an inch, which is a lot, because as you can see here, the pipe, the factory pipe, is very, very close to the front sway bar, but there's just enough clearance. With this aftermarket, which is a Walker, I've never had a problem with a Walker exhaust, but it's too large, so it's striking that front sway bar, and I can no longer use this. I have to return it. But look at the size of this thing. It's over 5 feet in length. It is enormous. Now this is where things get a little interesting. I tend to give most of my business to the local independently owned parts store, but the exhaust parts were just double what I could find on Rock Auto. So this is from Rock Auto, and when it was shipped to me by UPS, they just bubble wrapped this section, this section, this section, and the coupling on the end. Now when I processed the return on Rock Auto, it simply states place the part in a box, place the return slip in the box. Here's a USPS, which is the post office. Here's a return label, and your return is granted. My concern is this did not come in a box. This came just like you see it here, and it was just bubble wrapped in certain locations. And how about that return slip? I probably have to maybe put a piece of cardboard here, tape the return slip, and then bubble wrap this section here. So in other words, this I already know is going to become a major headache to return. Now the reason why I say that is because the post office is obviously government run, and the local post office here, they are so by the book. And I just know I'm going to walk in with this and they're going to give me some issue. Maybe it's not wrapped 100%, it has to be in a box, the whole thing has to be encased in bubble wrap and cardboard. I have no idea. I was really hoping for a UPS or FedEx label, because I know with them it would be a lot easier to return something like this. So this has now turned into what could be a nightmare, because if the post office gives me an issue, then I have to deny the charge on my credit card, and now it becomes a big, problem. And if I just had a contact, an email, or even an instant chat with Rock Auto, I could say, hey, listen, this came bare, no box. I just want to make sure it's okay for this to be returned. And there's no way for me to do that. So we'll see how this turns out. I will pin a comment once I attempt to return this tomorrow or the day after, so I give you guys a heads up. And I would love to hear back from you if you had a similar issue or problem regarding a part like this. Going forward, for sure, exhaust parts I'm buying locally. I mean, something like this, maybe a catalytic converter, which is small, fine online, but something this large, I'm just buying local, because now I have to invest so much time to fix this, and I just don't have the time, unfortunately. So just want to give you a quick heads up, and again, would love to hear back regarding those comments, and as always, thank you for watching.